Hey guys, Gage Sherpa. Today we're going to install our roof rack for the Subaru Crosstrek. All right guys, first step for this install, we have to remove the OEM roof rack off of the Subaru. But before we do that, the headliner needs to be dropped. We have a video in the link that shows you how to do that. If you've already dropped your headliner, then we're going to do that right now. Tools you need to remove the factory roof rack are going to be 10mm socket. We use an extension and then a 10mm wrench. Okay guys, these OEM factory roof racks are installed using threaded studs. The studs go through the roof, and then there's going to be nuts on the back side that we have to remove. There's going to be 6 on each side of this vehicle, so 6 on each side, 12 in total. There's going to be 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So we just have to go under beneath the headliner, get on those nuts, then we got to start uninstalling them. Once we have the driver's side off, we're just going to repeat those steps on this side to get the rest of the rack off. Now that we have all the nuts off of the OEM roof rack, grab a buddy, and then we're just going to lift it off. Okay guys, next step for the install, we're going to grab our rubber mounting feet. There should be 4 of these longer guys and then 2 of the shorter ones. Along with those, grab all of the included aluminum spacers. There should be 2 per mount. Get these guys prepped by shoving in these aluminum spacers in every one of the holes. Do this for each mount. We need to set these rubber blocks in place, but before that, our OEM rack had some little rubber gaskets that were left over. So just make sure you peel all of these off. We will not be using those. But starting at the front hole, we're going to grab one of the longer blocks and then align it with the 2 holes on the roof. Go to the middle section. Same thing, remove that rubber. And then another one of the longer blocks, like so. And then going to the rear, we will use the shorter block. Like so. We'll do the same thing on the other side. All right guys, next step is going to be mounting the feet onto the rack. We're going to start with our provided feet. You're going to have 2 fronts, 2 middles, and 2 rears in your pack. Then we're going to grab 3 of our crossbars. Then the hardware we're going to need are 12 of each of these. There's going to be 12 of these hex bolts. These are 1/4 20 by 9/16, 12 T-nuts, and then 12 washers. Tools for this will be 7/16" wrench and then a 7/16" deep socket. We're going to use an extension as well. All right, we're going to start with 1 crossbar and then grab 2 of the same mounts. We're going to start with the front. We'll grab 2 of our T-nuts and slide them into the crossbars like this. And then bolts and washers. Stick the mount out like this so the bottom holes are facing towards the outside. And then just partially thread them into those T-nuts like that. We want these to be a little bit loose for adjustment later on the rack, on the roof. Continue those steps on the remaining 2 crossbars with the middle and the rear mounts. All right, tools we'll need for mounting the feet onto the roof are going to be 6 of each of these pieces of hardware. We've got 1/4 20 by 1 3/4" bolts, and then we've got these bonded washers. They're going to be silver on one side and rubber on the bottom. And then we have 1/4 20 flanged nylock nuts. Before we go install, we're going to want to pre-assemble the bonded washers and bolts. They're a little tricky. Put them in with the silver side facing up towards the head of the bolt, and then just work it all the way to the top, like so. And then do that with all 12 bolts. All right, starting with the front mounts, I'm going to go set this on top of the vehicle. The front mounts are going to have a little F in there to let you know that they are for the front. Go ahead and grab this guy. We'll go ahead and set it on the roof. And align them with the rubber blocks that we installed earlier. And once you get those centered, we can grab a couple of our bolts, feed them through the top holes, and then into the vehicle's roof. These mounts are going to have a little chamfered corner on them like this. That corner means that needs to be pointed towards the front of the vehicle, so just follow that with the other mounts as well. Working our way back, grab the middle section. Again, these are going to have an M to designate the middle of the rack. And set these over the middle rubber. And again, remember that chamfer needs to be pointed towards the front of the vehicle. And lastly, we're going to grab the rear mounts, again with the R designation. All right, and then lastly for the rear, we're going to want to grab a couple nuts for this one, just to stop the crossbar from tipping in the back. We'll show you over there. As you see, it wants to tip back, so we're going to hold on to it, set our bolt into the roof. Same with the second one. Just like that. And while holding the bolts down, you kind of reach around in the back and then get that nut started on the bottom. Now just grab your remaining flanged nylock nuts and we're going to go finger tight all the mounts to the roof. With all the mounts partially installed, we're going to go through and fully tighten all of them. So using our 7/16 tools, we're going to tighten this guy down until that bonded washer, the rubber on the bottom, starts to compress. And then we can go ahead and finish it off. Okay guys, just repeat those steps on the opposite side until all 6 mounting locations are nice and secure. All right, next step is centering these crossbars on the roof. Since we left these bolts a little bit loose, we can pull this back and forward. So pick a spot on the mount. I'm going to pick right here. Measure to the outside, pick a good hole number. Then we're going to check on the other side and then walk it in until it's centered. Once that's centered to your liking, then you're going to lock it in place by tightening these bottom bolts. Just get those guys nice and snug. Moving your way back, continue those same steps on the last 2 mounting locations. All right, now we can start installing our side plates. What you'll need, grab one of your side plates, and then for one side, we're gonna need 6 /4 by 1 inch. It's gonna be these black socket buttons with washers, and then we will need a 5/32 Allen key to install the rest. If you're installing this alone, we recommend putting down some kind of cover so you don't scratch the paint. All right, we're gonna set this guy here. And then we are using these 3 mounting slots, about the same size. So we'll line those up with the crossbars and then start to thread in our socket buttons. Just get those guys partially threaded for now. All right, before we tighten this down, we want to make sure the curve of the rack matches the curve of the roof. Good place to start is just centering it in the slot. Looks good about right there. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten these guys down. Then we're going to tighten all the rest of the locations on this side. All right, now move on to the other side. Grab the other side plate that we provide, and then grab 6 more socket buttons and washers. And same thing, match the rack with the curve of the vehicle. We're going to center it, and then tighten all the locations. All right guys, next step is setting up our front fairing. So grab the fairing, 1 more crossbar. We're gonna need 6 T-nuts, 6 socket buttons, these are the 1/2 inch ones, and then 6 more washers. Quick tip on lining this up, grab your crossbar, set it up to the fairing, and then butt the corners together. Then we're gonna grab our T-nuts, and then align it with the holes on the fairing. And then try to drop these guys in aligned with the slots, or the holes. All right, now lift your fairing onto the crossbar and align the holes with the T-nuts. Then grab your hardware and get those guys partially threaded. Leave them a little bit loose. All right, now just butt the fairing up to the edge of the crossbar. Make sure it's flush on both sides. Then grab your 5/32 and then lock all these bolts down. Okay, now the hardware we'll need to install it onto the rack are 4 of the 1/4 inch long socket buttons and then 4 washers. We're going to do the same thing we did when installing the side plates and put some cover down just so we don't scratch the roof of the vehicle. We're going to nest the fairing inside the front, then align the extrusion with the slots on the front, and then loosely install hardware on both sides. All right, now just adjust the fairing to your liking. We recommend a little bit of gap, and we'll tighten these guys down. If you're experiencing any wind noise, then just adjust this up a little bit higher until the noise goes away. Grab the remaining 3 crossbars and we're going to install them on the roof. They can go anywhere within the slots, but we're just going to evenly space them for now. All right, the final step is optional, but we have these Sherpa nameplates. So you'll grab the Sherpa nameplate, the backer, 2 T-nuts, 2 washers, and 2 of these black hex bolts. To install these, just grab your T-nuts, slide them in the back of the rear crossbar like so, and then align the Sherpa plate over top, and then thread those guys in. And before you fully tighten these, just make sure that it's centered, or put it wherever you want. All right guys, that wraps up our install for the roof rack on the Subaru Crosstrek. Next step you'll want to do is reinstall the headliner. Check out our video link in the description for the headliner removal. Just watch those steps in reverse and then get the headliner reinstalled. If you guys have any questions, give us a call or hit us up at sherpaec.com.